Good morning, everybody. Mr. Furley wants to say good morning. Say good morning, darling. Say good morning, honey. Look at the camera. There you go. Anyway, have you all heard about Tammy Meyers? She was killed in what they're calling a road rage incident. Not sure how I feel about this case. The news media is portraying her to be this innocent young mother who, as they said, was just trying to protect her daughter. And I don't think that's the case. I don't think that's the case at all. And I'm going to tell you why. She was teaching her daughter how to drive. Her daughter's 15. Somewhere along the line, when they were on their way home, and I believe at this point Tammy was driving again, there was a car that had came up beside of them, and apparently either said something to them or whatever. But the daughter at that time reached over and tooted the horn. They all exchanged words. The cars went two separate ways. Tammy Meyers then drove home with her daughter in the car. And when she pulled up in her driveway, when she pulled up in her driveway, she told her daughter to get out and go in the house. And she told her daughter, tell your brother to come out here. So apparently Tammy's daughter went in the house, told her brother what was going on. Her brother went out and got in the car, and I think he was 24 or 22. Came out, got in the car, and had a gun. And him and his mom went cruising, looking for the people that they had had the road rage incident with. When they could not find them, I'm not sure whether they found them for a brief second and words were exchanged again or whatever. But they returned home and apparently were followed by that car. When they get out of the car, a shootout ensues. The car that pulled up behind them had 3 men in it. And they started shooting at Tammy Meyers and her son. Her son pulls out a gun. He exchanges gunfire with them. Tammy Meyers is shot in the head and dies 3 days later on Valentine's Day. The paper and the media are trying to make her sound like a young, innocent mother. Even gone so far to say that she was a victim of road rage and the fact that she was just trying to protect her daughter. And I don't think that's true. I don't see it that way. She took her daughter home, so her daughter was safe. Okay, why did she feel the need to involve her son by having him come out with a gun so they could go cruise and find these people? What was going to happen if she did find them? Was her son going to shoot him? Was he going to threaten him? What was going on there? When she took her daughter home after this incident that should have been the end of it, she should have got out, went in her house, go in there and throw around your pots and pans and blow off a little bit of steam and let that be it. But she didn't do that. She went back to look for him. She should have never been shot. The car should have never followed her back there and shot her in the first place. They shouldn't have had the gun to be shooting anybody up either. But they did. Just heard on the... Come on, Mr. Furley. Just heard on the TV a while ago where they had just arrested somebody that lives a block down the street from Tammy Meyers. They're calling him a suspect in what's happened. I felt sorry for Tammy Meyers' husband. It showed the live media coverage, and he came down the street. He wanted to know what was going on, and then he told the reporters and stuff, you know, you made my wife look like a... I can't remember. You made my wife look like an animal and my son. And then he pointed down the street and he said, that's the animal's down there, a block away. That's where he's at. And he was crying, you know. And it's understandable that he's upset and he misses his wife. But I think that, you know, sad and tragic as it is, Tammy Meyers played a role in her own death. She should have never gotten her son to come out of that house with that gun and gone looking for these people. You're looking for trouble. And sometimes when you look for trouble, What you going to do when you find it? What was he going to do with that gun? Yes, I do believe that whoever did it needs to be arrested and needs to do time. Yes, definitely. That I'm not saying that they don't. Yes, they do. They need to go to jail. They need to go to prison for a long, long time for her murder. But at the same time, I don't think that she's the innocent victim that they portray her to be. She played an active role in her own death. And I hope that her daughter and her son are not continually haunted by this. That would just be so tragic. Just so tragic. And anyway, so what do you think about the weather? That's why I'm still in my pajamas. I'm off every Thursday and Friday, and it's so cold. It's only 19 here